I'm in an air travel related pickle. Next month, I'm moving from Japan to the Czech Republic. I'm in the midst of packing things to ship over, which is expensive as shit. And I got 3 hats I refuse to part with. A couple of bowlers and a wide brim hat. Okay. Problem is they don't fit the last box or my suitcase. I can already see what you're about to ask. And so how many hats is too many hats to wear on an airplane without getting caught, stopped? How many hats can I wear before I'm too suspicious? And that's from Mariah.
Okay, I can say from experience, I have worn 1 hat and I've had to remove it so they could pat my hair and tell me I'm a good boy.
Yeah, and then they smelled their hand for a long time.
Yeah, so
too long after that.
I will just say 1 hat. And now I think you're asking several questions here, Mariah, right? Because I don't know about the travel laws of either Japan or Czech Republic, but I don't think there's anything illegal about wearing more than 1 hat onto an airplane.
No, I mean, we can't wager a guess at the sort of cultural differences that would sort of aid us in answering this question. I do think we can say that I can't imagine a society where 3 hats is great.
Well, I want to hit you guys with a question. This is a theoretical question. What? Okay. Is there a place that is less suspicious to put a second hat than on top of the first hat? Because I'm sitting here thinking about it, like, what if you put it here or here or here? I feel like any place you put the second hat is going to be more weird than on top of the first hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Could you safety pin the hats together?
Okay.
So that 1 hat goes on top of your head and the other 2 hang down on either side of your head.
Okay.
So, and just call it fashion.
Well, because this is fashion.
It's fashion.
I feel like you could have 1 on a carabiner on your waist.
That's fucking just great, Juice.
Yeah.
That's like, listen, I don't know what this day is going to hold. This hat could get, I don't know, ruined.
Yeah.
And I don't, maybe
blown away by a jet engine.
Could get blown away by a jet engine, confiscated by a handsy TSA agent. Yep. No one knows. But I think having 1, I think you could do 1 on your waist, on your belt hook.
And for the third, let me suggest a big teddy bear. You put that hat on the teddy bear.
That's great.
That's actually not bad, Travis.
Hey,
God damn it.
Well, I mean, it is. All you've done there is added a tremendous amount of bulk to your hat.
It is one of your carry-ons. Yeah, it now becomes a carry-on. But you can't carry on a hat. You can't be like, I have 2 carry-ons, my backpack and this hat.
I mean, and that's good for going through security too, because you're carrying a giant bear wearing a hat, and they'll say that's adorable. You're like, yeah, his name is Mr. Not Filled with Drugs.
Okay, wait.
Don't test him.
Let me ask you guys something.
Come here, Dr. Oozy Belly.
What is more suspicious? 2 hats or 3 hats?
2 hats is way more suspicious than 3 hats.
Agreed.
Yeah, because here's the thing that's fucked up about what Travis said about it being fashion is if I saw somebody with 2 hats, I would think it was some sort of like shell game or something terrible is underneath one of the hats. If I see 3 hats on the person, I'll be like, that must be the style.
Right.
For 3 hats, you're doing a thing.
Right. You're doing a thing. Yeah.
Now it's an affectation.
2 hats, you're being an asshole.
Right. 2 hats, you might have put on a hat forgetting you already had a hat on.
That's what I'm saying. 2 hats. This is my argument. 2 hats raises and I think this is what we're finally getting to the meat of here. 2 hats raises the question of did they not remember that they had already placed a hat on their head?
Right.
3, there's just no way. We've kissed plausibility goodbye. It's a choice you're making.
Now,
and I can get on board with that if it's a choice. You've chosen this.
I just remembered the types of hats we are talking about here, and it is 2 bowlers and a wide-brimmed hat.
Oh, easy. So you go bowler, wide-brimmed hat, bowler, wide-brimmed hat sandwich, bada bing, bada boom, fashion.
That is the way to do it. Yeah. I guess my question is, and please, Mariah, do not take this as a personal judgment on you, but there is no way to get through this sentence without it being explicitly that. Why do you need these hats?
Why do cool hats, Griffin?
2 bowlers and a wide brim hat feels like especially when you're doing an uprooting of your life from one sort of region to another.
Yeah, clean slate.
I think you should clean slate it. When I moved from Cincinnati to Chicago, I threw so much stuff in the dumpsters right behind the shitty apartment that Travis and I lived in. I threw several swords away. You think I wanted to keep those swords?
Yes.
Absolutely, I did. But
sure you
I'm
did.
starting over. I'm rebooting my life. Maybe now in your new life, your Czech Republic life, you just have one hat that you're very proud of.
What if you wore all 3 hats, and as you walked into the terminal, you just kept shouting, "Hats for sale!
50
I've
cents
got
a cap."
hats for sale!" And then you go through security, and then you continue yelling, "Hats for sale! Hats!" And then everyone's like, why is that person wearing so many hats? Oh, obviously, it's because they're for sale. Now, obviously, there's a downside here. There's a risk where someone
Somebody's
buys your
gonna
hat.
buy your hat, and then you don't have any more. Yeah.
But that's a choice. I mean, at least you got that going for you now. You can buy another hat when you get there.
Yes.
I would make the argument at the risk of being too pragmatic about it. If you can't wear all 3 of these hats at the same time, you probably don't need 3 hats.
Thank you.
Huh. Well, yeah. Huh. But what about coordinating with different outfits?
Just get rid of the outfits that match the other 2 hats.
But they only have 3 outfits.
It's like, have you never seen Doug? Like, just wear the same outfit and the same hat.
How come Doug never wore a bowler?
Can we? He would have been chomping fucking BB's style if he did that.
That's true.
Can we taskmaster this a little bit and try and I think there's a way to do this without it being weird at all. Wide brim hat goes on the head. There is nowhere else that is going to go. The brim is far too wide. One bowler, you put some elastic on it and put that around your face. That's your mask. And that's
okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Now we just have one more hat to conceal. And I feel like so far, boys, I've done the lion's share of the work on this.
Okay.
So if you can tell me where the other hat goes, where it's not going to be weird.
Don't
say under the shirt and say it's like a tummy. Okay.
No. You're going to clip 2 straps onto it, sling it over your shoulders. Now it's like a hat pack, you know? It's kind of like, that's like a cool looking backpack. It looks like just like a bowler.
Thanks. It's a hat.
It's just a regular hat.
What do you keep?
You like take out to show them and just like packs of loose gum fall out of it. It's very bad and ineffective. It's a hat pack.
What do you keep in it? What do you keep in it? The hat. It takes my hat from one to another.
I do think though you could do the like neck thing, like hang it like a safari guy, from your neck hanging to your back, and maybe no one would question it. I think you might be able to get away with that actually.
I actually think now that I'm thinking about it, with all the TSA agents here in the United States that I've encountered, they would be like, "Are there drugs or a bomb or whatever in that?" And I'd be like, "No." And they'd be like, "Then just please keep moving. We have a lot of people to get through, and I don't care about your dumbass hats."